and welcome to Teaching with Smartboard with myself, Scott Miller, and my esteemed colleague.
Dave Sledke.
We're glad to join you. This is now our, what episode are we with now?
We are on 12.
And if you look at our little order of operations problem that we have here, 2 to the fourth minus 4, hopefully that equals 12.
I think so.
Okay.
16 minus 4. Yep, 12.
Okay. All right. Good.
All right, so we have our websites here. You can certainly go to either one. This is a teacher tube. We also have our website at our district. And Teaching with Smartboard with a
math emphasis?
Oh, wait a second.
A
Cornflake.
emphasis.
Okay, we'll figure what that means.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Do you? Maybe you own stock in Kellogg's or something like
No,
that?
I don't. No stock in Kellogg's.
Okay, all right.
Okay,
So
well, where are we from?
I believe we're from the state of Illinois. Is that
Okay.
oh,
Oh,
is that
that's a cornflake. Can you see that?
Oh, look at that. And we're located right there.
See that little dimple right about there? You can kind
Yeah.
of see it.
Right next to the milk we might add for Lake Michigan or something like that?
That's right. Yeah,
Okay.
if I can make some milk, I'll make this white. And then we got a little Lake Michigan over here.
That's right. That's
Okay,
right.
that's
There
our
we go.
milk coming on. Okay, so you could see our email
Mhm.
there as well. So feel free to email us. And I just wanted to give you some trivia because this cornflake was in the news.
It was?
It was.
Okay.
It sold on eBay.
It did.
It did. This was a actual cornflake. Somebody thought it looked like Illinois. I guess it does look like Illinois.
It does.
And you got the A, B, C, or D. We
Okay.
probably should get the Centios out and have you.
We could.
Yeah, but we're not going to do that.
Okay.
And what's your guess? Do you actually know?
I do not know.
Okay, so A, B, C. A is $13.50. B
Okay.
is $135. C is $1,350, and D is $13,500.
I feel like this is kind of like, where you're watching at a sporting event and then they're having you predict what the attendance is. You don't
Yeah,
know
right,
it.
right.
So I'm going to guess, did it sell for $13.50?
It did. No.
No, it did.
Good try though.
Okay.
Try again.
Let's
You have
see.
3 more chances, Scott.
Let's see. B, did it sell for $135?
More than 135.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm serious.
Oh, wow. Did it sell for $1,350?
It did. It sold for $1,350. I cannot believe that.
I can't either. That's unbelievable.
$1,350. So, what I did last night is I went to the grocery store and bought 400 boxes of cornflakes.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did, and I found there was a 3 in there.
Okay.
I found a 3, and then I found a plus sign. So
Oh, hey.
I figured our audience might want to buy these. I'm going to start the auction at 300 for the 3, and then 650. I thought the plus sign's a little better.
I think so too, Dave. Well,
So-
I mean, if you keeps going, well, I guess you could just quit your day job, and look for cornflakes.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
oh,
Well, the 400 boxes of cornflakes cost me a bit,
Oh.
but I'm going to recover that.
I think so too. My
All right.
goodness.
So what's on the agenda?
Well, we could go to eBay, but I think we'll get to
Okay, we'll get here.
get back to what the agenda is. Well, our lesson idea for today is looking at Millionaire.
Okay.
Is that maybe selling cornflakes to become a
no,
millionaire?
no.
Well, I guess we'll see.
We'll see.
Our smartboard tip is to export a page to make a JPEG.
hmm
And then our tutorial is the making of a JPEG. Sort of those two go together there.
Yep. So we've asked for our listeners to send in some lessons. So we have a listener that has sent in their lesson, and it is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? And
Okay.
maybe you could say the name there. John D is what I call
Oh, is that what
him.
you tell?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it Dolaslager?
Doslager. That sounds
Okay,
good. Yeah,
all right.
good. He submitted this, so we appreciate John doing that for us.
Yes.
And so we have some directions. Give a Centio out for each student. He has this so that you could use the Centio. You don't really have to have the Centio,
Right.
but it's kind of nice and it promotes a little more class engagement.
Sure. And then the class is given problems one at a time.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's 30 seconds per problem. Your goal is to get all the questions correct to get the $1 million, of course.
Right.
This is a little different in terms of the whole class. Not individual results will be viewed after each question. Okay.
Yeah, because then with the Centio, you can get the results from each question on how many get it correct and how many don't. And in this case, we suggest anonymous when to log in
Okay.
for the Centio.
Okay. All right.
All right, so let's go to the first slide. What I like about this, and I'm going to put the microphone near the speaker
Okay.
so you can hear. I'm going to.
So as you can see here, we're starting it.
Yeah. So that's kind of fun. The
It
kids
is.
really like to do that. So they hear that and they're ready to roll.
Yeah, I bet they are.
So that's our first slide. I just clicked on that. He had arranged all the music and
Mm-hmm.
um,
And I hear Regis Philbin in the background.
Regis
Something like,
Philbin, right?
I'm out of control. Okay. All right.
All right. So now this he has just different types of trivia questions.
Mm-hmm.
I actually did this lesson today in my algebra class. I of course
Okay.
changed some of the questions to some math questions, but
Okay.
worked out great. The kids were really involved, really engaged, and I had to adjust the time for some of the questions because it was a little bit short for some. But this works out really, really well. You got your timer here.
Mm-hmm.
You have the sound. It's kind of nice too to play the sound. I'll put the microphone a little closer again. So, can you hear it?
Yeah. So
So
just
that's
like the television show.
just like the TV show. So that's going. You got the timer going, and that's counting down.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, they got the Senio, and you start that up, and they're going, and they're really engaged, and it was a great thing. So, kind of the layout kind of gets you into the to the mood.
Sure. Sure.
So there's, we're at the $100 question. You can see right here it's
Sure.
highlighted.
Sure.
The next question goes on to 200
And so forth and so on.
and so forth, right?
Okay.
So, and there the timer went
There
off.
we go.
That's
All
right.
right.
So you can see it's really a nice layout for you, and we've put that on our website so you can download that.
Okay.
And thanks to John
Yeah.
for doing that for us.
Really appreciate that.
It's a great lesson. You can see all this, and then of course, congrats to the player who gets that all of
All the
them
questions.
correct.
Okay. Very nice.
All right, so
And then you get a million cornflakes.
well,
All the
yeah,
ones left over that
that's
aren't the
right.
3 or the plus sign that you can't sell on eBay. Okay.
All
All right.
right, so let's talk about the tip for today.
Okay. So now it's this working with the JPEG.
Yeah,
So here we're saying is we're going to take pages and save them as JPEG so we can use them either in a web page, as a handout, or to edit in a photo type of editor.
yeah, because oftentimes we have our notebook file page, and we like that so much we want to use it other places, or we want to display it on a web page. We
Oh,
want
sure.
to
Sure.
put it in a handout. So all of those things are real nice, and so being able to export this to a JPEG is a real nice thing.
Is this difficult to do?
It's really pretty easy.
Okay.
All right, and we've actually talked a little bit about exporting before, so
Mm-hmm.
it's in the same menu. So let's go ahead and go through the tutorial making a JPEG. All right, so you definitely need to make your image first.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I've done that.
You have?
I have.
And
And
is this
this is kind of our theme today, so can you guess what
okay?
it might be?
I'm guessing it must be something with
Yeah,
cornflakes.
you're right.
Okay.
Hey, by the way, do you know the person who bought the cornflake?
Okay.
He was kind of a flake.
Oh.
All right, here we go.
I bet.
Yeah. So here's I. Do you kind of like this cornflake? I don't know.
Yeah.
It
I think.
needs a little bit more, but I'm not an artist.
Okay.
I should have had my daughter do this, but I didn't. So, you could probably put some more dots in there. And so anyway, okay. So um, you make your image, and that's whatever you have. Maybe it's a whole slide or whatever. Once you've made your image, so I've made a cornflake. You drag the page to a document. I suggest this because if you don't do this, it's going to make JPEGs of every single slide that you have in here.
Okay. Okay.
So we don't want to do that. We just need a slide. So if you can see on the screen here, I'm taking slide number 10. I'm just going right in the middle, and you can kind of see I'm going down to an open document, and I am just going to put it up there, and voila, there it goes.
Okay.
So now this is in Untitled.
Right.
And so I'm in a new document. There's only one slide in this.
And again, you said to do that so that you don't wind up with JPEGs of all of the
Right,
notebook pages
right.
from the
Because
previous
it'll be
document.
1, 2, 3, all the way up to however many pages you have.
Okay.
All right, so then we need to go to File and Export.
Okay.
All right, so we want File, Export Image Files. Now we have a few options here.
Okay.
We have where we want to put it, and so I'm going to browse, and I'm just going to put it on my desktop. That's an easy place.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to hit the OK there. I want to make this a JPEG.
Okay.
Okay, we have a couple other options. I always choose JPEG, and then certainly the size you can change to be whatever you want. Okay, so I'm going to keep that as that 800 by 600. So then I hit OK, and now it's sent it to the desktop. Let me just go back over those directions again. So we clicked on File and then Export. We change your image to JPEG, so we changed that. And then we made it to the new location, and we clicked OK. And let's just go to that desktop
Okay.
and notice where it is. And there it is. It's, whatever your document name is, that's going to be the title. We had
Okay.
our document name was untitled. It hadn't been there. And so we could go grab it, and it's picking a previewer and some photo editor, and there it is.
Okay.
So, any photo editor that you can change the size or change things, cut, crop, whatever you want.
Okay.
So it's as easy as that. It's a nice thing to do. I put lots of images into my website that I have, or if you have a blog or whatever, this is a great way to. Or here's another thing is, I put calendars. I put calendars in, make them a JPEG, and then I put them into my my web site. So
Okay.
this works out great for that reason. It's so easy to change a calendar in Smartboard
Right.
and erase or change it however you want.
Exactly. And I think that's one of the big things there is something that you create in Notebook, easy to edit then in Notebook, and then to
Mm-hmm.
use it then in other places.
That's right. So um, there we go. I mean, that's making a JPEG. Now, I just have to give you a knock knock joke, all right?
Okay.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Accordion.
Accordion who?
According to the district calendar, we have spring break next
Oh,
week.
really?
Yes,
Oh,
we
wow.
do. So we are not going to be broadcasting next week. We'll come back to you back the first week in April.
Okay.
What is that? April 9th or something like that.
Yeah,
So
I think
so
that's right.
we won't be back next week, and just to keep you up to date on that.
Okay. Speaking of that, Dave, do you know how many seconds there are in a year?
How many seconds are in a year? No, I don't know that.
Yeah. There's actually only 12.
12.
Yeah. January 2nd, February 2nd, March 2nd.
Excellent. Excellent. I'm going to use that one.
Okay.
I'm going to use that one on my students tomorrow
Oh,
before spring break,
that'll work.
because then they'll groan a little bit
That's
more.
right. They'll remember you fondly.
Yeah, yeah, really. All right, so let's take a look at what we've done today. Kind of recap it.
Okay.
We
So our docket for today is first we looked at an example from one of our listeners, John D.
John D.
Um, and that was Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? And you can go and download that from our website, all the pages that are there. And
Mm-hmm.
then those are editable as
Yes.
far as each of those pages are
Right.
concerned to questions that may fit your discipline better. And then our smartboard tip then was to export a page to make a JPEG. And then we showed how to make a JPEG out of a cornflake. So
That's right. Let's take a look at that Illinois.
that's unbelievable.
Isn't that 1350? I could find a lot of uses for 1350, but
I
I don't
could
know
too.
about. My wife was talking about how would they transport that to make sure that
Yeah,
I
that's
suppose it's like glass. You try to.
yeah, that's true. I mean, can you imagine if it came and it was all smashed? I mean,
Yeah, that'd
wow,
be trouble.
that would be trouble.
All right. Well, till next time, we have again our website's there, and feel free to email us
Or
anytime.
and to send any of your other lesson examples.
Lesson examples. Yeah, we talked. Man, we didn't get quite to talk about that, but thanks. Yeah. Have a great week and have a good spring break.
And we will too.
Okay.